So the Browns traded for Za'Darius Smith over the weekend, Friday night actually. Marcus Spears, former defensive lineman, was on ESPN's NFL Live, talked about that acquisition of Smith for the Browns.
It's so big. I think this is going to be one of those sneaky ones. If Cleveland is having a successful year and playing really good defense, we'll come back to Za'Darius Smith being acquired in a trade. The one thing he does that Jadeveon Clowney couldn't do is he gets quarterbacks on the ground. And that's not a slight at Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney was one of the best pressuring defensive ends in the NFL. He didn't finish at the quarterback. Za'Darius finishes at the quarterback. And we know the other ammo on the other side by the name of Myles Garrett finishes. He is also going to dictate protection as well. He is a guy you have to pay more attention to. You don't want to leave your tackle on an island with Za'Darius Smith for the majority of the game. Now you in a conundrum. You in a catch-22 with this situation in Cleveland as well. And the thing that and in this division, he's a good run defender as well, which he doesn't get enough credit for, which you're going to have to be in this division with Pittsburgh and Baltimore, obviously, and Cincinnati.
All right, so Field Yates tweets out some of the financial details. Vikings, they eat up $1.177 million. That's a signing bonus. The Browns adjust Smith's cap charge down to just over $3 million in 2023, so they likely added some voidable years onto the backside of that. Smith's upside in 2023 is up to almost $13 million in cash. Fred, again, Andrew Berry went out and Za'Darius Smith is higher than I thought they could get with that edge rusher that I thought they needed.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously moves ahead of Obo Okoronkwo, who I thought was a big-time signing. And it's what I wanted all along for the Browns, is to have depth and a rotation. We saw it with Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney when he was healthy, is you didn't really have a lot behind him. And if one of those guys were dinged up or needed to blow, there was a drop-off. And I think this allows Alex Wright, Isaiah McGuire, Isaiah Thomas to move down a notch, in the rotation, and you're not counting on those guys. I said this on your show before, and I've written all winter, is you cannot count on rookies to come in and immediately help you. You hope that in the second half of the season they can help you, but right off the get-go, now you have Smith, Garrett, and Okoronkwo, in a rotation. And I really like the Obo signing. He's an up-and-coming rising star, it appears, at edge. And then you got Za'Darius Smith, who I like in this trade, very similar to the Amari Cooper trade last year. Obviously, Cooper became the number one, but you got Myles Garrett. But, I mean, Za'Darius Smith is very close to Garrett. In fact, in the last, I think, 4 years, there's only been 5 edge rushers that had 10 sacks or more in 3 of those 4 years. And Myles Garrett and Za'Darius Smith are 2 of them. So, I mean, I don't know how you can argue with that move. All you gave up is some money. And even if it's a 1-year rental, it shows they're all in for this year.